Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of SnowTown here in Cities Skylines, where last episode, guys, oh my goodness me, did we do some more expansions. We got the first of potentially many brand new bus routes all set up within the one side of the island within SnowTown, which, believe it or not, actually get utilized a lot more than I expected them to be. We got added in our our third actually tram line, which hooks up to our original first and second one on the other side of the river. And today I want to continue the expansions because it's now hooked us up. We even extended the metro line to the almost only ferry line that was never used. It's now being used, and I want to work a little bit more in that area. Show that area, that side of the river, a little bit more love because we've neglected it for so freaking long. Now, before we get into it, guys, just want to say, 1, smash that like button down below. 2, if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe so you're notified when the next episode does come out. But 3, most importantly, guys, there is 2 types of industries we are yet to get in: the farming industry and the fishing industry. Now, I want to take this opportunity, guys, to let you know and to let me know, what do you think I should build first? Now, to kind of put it into a bit of perspective, this whole peninsula, this little section here is filled up with, like, you know, fertile land. And this is where we're dropping some of the farming industry. Not too sure whereabouts on it, but it's definitely going to be on this peninsula. And I've been thinking about doing the fishing industry within these islands or something over here, which would be pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think about that, what I should focus on next. We might start doing it next episode. So again, let me know in the comment section down below. Now, this is what we did last episode. The important part of it anyway was getting set up some of the issues that kind of lay about. We've got our brand new tram loop, which links up to these two. A little bit useless, most of the parts, like up here and around here. We got added in, or extended, the metro line. No idea what the issue was before, what was wrong with it, but now fully extends down to here, which these 3 now complement each other. So you could either come on the ferry line, hit the subway, or walk to the tram line, or get the tram line, walk to the subway, to the ferry line, blah, 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 blah. But it's now actually made this, which was the least used ferry line, has made it actually a decent little crossing to the peninsula of SnowTown. To the point where we need a secondary ferry set up on this, believe it or not. So we have now then some residential, industrial and commercial demand. If we check our unemployment rate, there is only 3% unemployed, which shows us that we almost guys, have enough jobs for our current residents, which means we are in the mists and ready for a small population boom. And we're going to kind of work with it within this area to kind of utilize our brand new little systems, little setups right now. So this ferry right now has 50 out of 50 passengers, and waiting to be picked up are so much more. So what we'll do straight away then is we'll check out the line details and we'll add in a secondary ferry. Do you know what? We'll add a third one in, because I'm going to expect the demand right now as we add more and more stuff to this area. And if you think about it from the ground up, we'll first start with setting up some commercial. So a nice little commercial shopping area around where all 3 of these lines connect. So let's first play around with the road. So put into pause for just, actually no, we keep it into play mode so we can wait for those new ferries to get over here. So if I kept this going within a grid kind of fashion right now, where is the, hold on, where am I going? Straight to there. So we're kind of keeping this grid line. And I can either make, you know what I'll do? We'll bring this up by 11. So we get to keep the zone in there. And if I come down here, so by 19 here, do I do 19 by 12 or 19? No, we'll keep it like that. That's pretty much fine. And then we'll run this all the way up to there. which has kind of messed up a little bit my stop, but it should be fine. Yep, should be fine. And then I gotta figure out then where I want the connections to take place. So if I utilize this road here going all the way up, and that could connect to there, do I have it connect straight over and go all the way up, or do I keep it there for now? We'll keep it there for now, but we give us an additional cut through road to get up to this little region. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. I don't know what's going on. So now let's get set up then some of the commercial shopping in this district. So maximizing the zonage right now. We'll come out of this as well. Now bring this to here by 20. Bring that up to there and back in. And here we'll connect up paths to walk across, so we can utilize these tram stops as well. So let's get those up and running then. And we'll take it from here. So we'll do it right on the... I'll do it right here. So bring it up to there. And do I anarchy it, or do I just kind of do a simple connection like that? If I do it to there and then use the move it tool to bring that over. So if I do a slight bend or just straight... We'll do a straight diagonal so we can continue the path going down in, like, say, this direction. So if I bring it to there. And then directly down. Then we'll zhuzh it up a little bit. So it is a little bit of a bend there, so we can go around the edges of the buildings, but that makes it really, really walkable, this area. Now, they can't really cross over the road here, can they? I'm not too sure if they can or not. I'm not sure if that is a thing. So let me go back to the road setup. Can we put a cross in here? We'll put it there. Yeah, no. We'll put it there. So it does work fine there. They can cross over here on that little section to walk directly across and get up to this area. Now we'll do the same here. I'm going to drop a crossing just there after the subway line and then have a path leading up in this direction as well. Bam. Keep that simple. Then they can disperse left or right in whichever way they need to get to. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I really do like it. So let's get some commercial throw down then. I'll do it all low density. I'm not going to go too crazy. Do it all low density. There we go. Fill it up on this side, all low density. There we go. And we'll drop some... Actually, I'll do car parks either side of that. That'll be actually pretty cool to throw that in. And then I'll do some high density commercial just here. Which I think will be quite a nice little addition to that section. Then after that, it's pretty much going to be all residential. Leading out of it anyway. I might drop some offices just here to kind of create like a small little buffer area between the high density commercial and then the residential that we do throw in. So if I brought this out by 10 there, brought this out by 10 here, and then connect them straight across. Nah, not like that. Let's bring this down a bit further. What about that? It's quite a little zigzaggy little pattern, isn't it? And if I brought that across, say I did bring that across there as a straight connection. I'm kind of playing around with a bunch of different kind of angles. I don't feel like that's going to work so much. So I get rid of that as well. So if I come back off here, or straight there maybe. It's quite a difficult one to kind of then throw stuff in, isn't it? But we could treat it like a sprawling neighborhood instead, couldn't we? So if I went, say we brought that, right, we'll go up by 10 by 10 is pretty weak. So there's where the bend happens. Bring that down to, I can get a straight 20 by 20 out of that. And then maybe... Oh, actually, that would be a good idea. Bend this round and down this way. So we do a 10 by 10. So all these roads link up to one another in such weird ways, which is... I actually kind of like it. I don't know why, but I kind of do like the kind of uncertainty and how all roads lead to somewhere or other. You can crisscross all over the place, which is kind of crazy. Let me just pause for a quick minute and get in some of this waterworks right now. So push that up as well. Bam. There we go. Because we're just going to be working this area for now. And... Right, let me get rid of that one. Put it back into play then. And I wonder if I can get a road here. A 20 by 20 bend. And then to kind of connect directly to there. This would actually be a really good office strip area, wouldn't it? With how open and wide it is, and like this, it feels like it should be like a good office area. This should, not a residential section. So maybe we push the residential onto the sides and maybe up that way. It really does. I kind of like the flow of this now. It is a little bit crazy and all over the place, but this will really work. So directly to over to there will be another little path thrown in. How I only just noticed that? Flatten that little area there. There we go. Wrong one. There we go. And I'll bring that to there. I'll bring that to there. And let's see what we can do in terms of a little bend going that way as it then pushes directly to the edge. And then ultimately just bring that straight across. And that's to there. So, again, trying to make it as walkable as possible. And then I won't do anything in the middle. We'll kind of leave that quite open. So, let's dot down now then a load of these offices around here. Because this feels like such a good office vibe. Maybe like a small little IT cluster we can just throw in this little section. Only very small, nothing mental. Which will work really well. And it kind of like incorporates all these little public transport lines. And then let's actually get to the cusp of everything that we're trying to set up. Which is the residential. So we'll throw some residential just down here. Right now. So I do all the small little bits that I don't really have to change much of. So residential thrown in there. And then we'll throw in, at this point, a road connecting over. And which side do we get away with the most of it on? Should I bring... Let me anarchy that. Can I get away with a connection there and there? To drop some residential down. The stop is just here. So turn the anarchy back off. So I've been out by 15. Small little bend there. And 11 by 11. To connect straight into this part. This is so windy and bendy. I absolutely love it. I absolutely like freaking love what we create in here. And then should we create some little side alleys? 2-lane alley, 1 lane, 1 way, parking. I can create these little plain street vibes. We've got these bicycle lane roads. Let's do a little 2-lane alley road. Now these are really skinny, these roads. So these really can set up an area quite nice. That's going to have moved. It's almost like a small little Chinatown kind of vibe that we're creating, which I think is pretty cool as well. And let's drop in then some. So those little alleys are really good for like skyscrapers as well, when you're trying to cram a load of stuff in. But really good little back alleys for the residential side of it too. So drop a load of those in. We're gonna drop down all the residential section there as well, which is looking pretty good. Need power. It's not quite connecting over, but we're going to have to drop in a load of the services as well. So can we squeeze out of this maybe, just maybe, some high density residential? I don't know if that is then pushing it a little bit too far or asking a little bit too much out of this area. So if I go down to there, what about if we create like a few little cul-de-sac areas? Maybe. Or we just come out of this. Is there anything I can take from this area? So I'll come back into there. Delete that so it stays off of our junction section. Then can we create a little bend that leads over? I feel like we need to bend that a bit more like that, and then we'll create two little cul-de-sacs coming off that, which will be nice. This area has completely changed. Everything that I wanted to do in this area has just changed. Extra large one. What's the extra large one like? So you only really see it as you zoom in. When you zoom out, it kind of disappears. And then our normal road, upgrade that there. And we can get all the zoning around it as well, so that's kind of okay. Do I create like the high density? Actually, we get that. Yeah, do I put the high density in that area or keep it all low density? We'll keep it all low density around this little section, because it's all about controlling the population as well. I don't want to go crazy with population on this side, because then it's literally going to make the area go a little bit funky. Drop that there. Upgrade that road slightly. Yeah, that's good. We'll go with that. So drop it all down. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the residential being so close on that side, but I'll do a little bit of high density residential here. So we'll do small pockets of it if we're going to do it in it. I think that might be the way to go forward. Maybe fill up this whole little section here with high density residential. And what I'll do is I'll hook that road to there with a small little alleyway road. So there it is just here. So an 18 by 18. Or I'll connect straight in. Now we'll go for the 19 by 19, 20 by 20. There we go. Small little alleyway road thrown in there, which maximizes the amount of buildings I can potentially squeeze in this little section. So we've really jazzed up this whole area right now, which once everything's all built up, everything's all thrown in, we're going to see some huge things happening. So it then does lead us on to the point where, look at the amount of traffic we're bringing in as well, where we might need a turn-off road around here. Because to get over to here, you've got to drive all the way down to turn off there to come back down this way. So what if we had like little roads that kind of turn off and connected up? And then at other parts, roads that then kind of connected back up again. I don't know how that would work. I could have it on this junction, to be honest with you. But I think I'll leave that for another headache, another day. Because I'm still... The plans I had for this area are not what we've built right now. Which, in itself, is actually quite exciting. because I've created something that I never really meant to create, which I absolutely love the fact of that. The new boats have come over here right now. We got the 3 on there, so they've made their way over here right now, which is good to see. And all the buildings are slowly being built up right now. So we're going to get in the regular stuff. I need a fire station over here, so I'll go for a smallish one. And we'll squeeze these around the underpass. We'll get the police station in. I'll get the death care in as well, just there. Should I get like a decent sized hospital? What do you reckon? Yeah, we're squeezing a decent sized hospital, because we can always benefit from that. And we'll add in a school or 2 right now. So, where is the zoning? It's all there. So, we'll throw in a school. 2 elementary schools, 1 there, 1 there. And we'll do a high school just on the corner over here. And we'll go with that. So, I'll wait for the zoning and everything to be built up leading over to this area before we give them all power. Now, let's follow the road up here. To get the water all now connected. So they've got all the water they need. Not everyone's got the power, but once all the zoning's all built up and added in, those guys over here will then get all their power that's needed. So we'll just kind of push it and see it through. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're going to see so many more people now using, you know, like the ferry stop here, which was 100 people using it at the start of this episode. Now it's 155. The subway stop just there, 143 people using that. Where is the tram stop here? Where is it? Was it here? No, it's on the part of the main road, isn't it? Yeah. Which is just over here. You can't actually click that stop itself to find out that actual stop, but that's okay. Click on the trams though. They got a couple of people on right now, which is pretty good. So it's pretty much then just waiting for this area to slowly build. We've really dropped the demands right now by adding all this in, so it'll take some time. But for the first time, we're now starting to see traffic appearing over here. So it will be beneficial to have an on and off ramp. As it stands right now, what I'm thinking is I either use this road here, like deleting this road, and use this road the same as how we've used this road. Makes complete sense to do it like that. Or alternatively, we do an off-ramp onto that road, an on-ramp onto that one, then an off-ramp on here, and an on-ramp to there. Like, then separate the 2 junctions, because I don't know how busy they're going to be. Because I also don't want to take away from the fact that everyone's going to turn off here, then drive down into this area. Still want to use other junctions. We'll see how that goes. But there's a lot of vehicles coming in. So that also is, you know, because I have this outside connection to the area. I also have this one as well. And is that the only 2 I've got? That is technically the only 2 connections I've got out of the region in terms of driving in a vehicle. I haven't set up any more because the highways haven't really gone any further. Now, one thing I haven't played around with since I got some of these couple of new mods is the ability to add in the parallel roads. So if I selected this, how does this work? Set this. Hang on, hold on. Right, I don't want that. I want the 3-lane highway. Where's that? Where's my highway road? Is it not called a 3-lane highway? I've got so many roads right now. Where's highway road, guys? Highway road. Can I really not scroll all the way up? 6-lane. I just want to, you know, the normal highway road, guys. It begins with a H. Is it easier to search it? Hi. Way. Yeah? No, apparently it's not easy to search it like that. So here we go. Highway. Highway? No, not 4-lane highway. I want a 3-lane highway. Why is it so difficult? Right, here we go. 3-lane highway. Wow, it took that long. So, same as selected. Hold on. This. So if I was to build this 3-lane highway, which is 3-lane highway here. Bam. It puts 2 together. Right, you get it? You get it? Then we need to make sure that this is spaced nicely. So if I put it to 18, it's spread out a little bit further. If I then do 30, it's spread out. Is that perfect? Almost. Almost. We're getting there. I don't exactly know how to use this mod. Toggle reverse direction. There we go. So I'll go 36. And is that? No. So then I'll go 33. So I've kind of done half the distance I originally just did. There's probably a much easier way to do that, but that works. That does exactly what I need it to do. So if I delete that. If I start here, and then... Why is that one not going up as well? Have I got to make that 33? Oh, damn! Right, if I make that 0. Maybe it was going to actually work and nobody told me anything about it. Right, sweet. Is that... Do you know what? It's not actually perfectly aligned. So it could be 32. Oh, man. That's perfectly aligned. Right, okay. Let me just put this over here. So with that being perfectly aligned, I can build 2 highways at the exact same rate right now. So I could, look at me, look at this right now, boys. How glorious is this? So it's pretty much going to tear up through the middle, isn't it? So if I kind of extend it like this, where the highway passes them through. And then I make it go straight. Where's the snap? Straight. 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 And outside the region. Pause now. Delete that one. Delete that one. Get rid of that. So that connects like that. Is that built like double roads? Wait, hold on. It's still... Oh, wait, because I got that up. Right, is it? There we go. That's why it built double roads. Glorious. So I've got an additional way to come in. Now, granted, it's a long way kind of out of here. But by having that third connection in, it does wonders for us. And then it makes this whole area accessible by the highway. So I can have on and off ramps. And that's exactly how I wanted it to go. Just kind of be centralized up. Perfect, mate. Perfect. That does exactly what I need it to do. So you'll get now then a little bit of traffic just making its way from over here and then just bypassing and going through the area. So it then minimalizes, because you have traffic that enters and drives through your city that doesn't even stop in your city. It just kind of drives through and exits. So that can hopefully reduce some of this. Now, this in itself feels like it's really busy, but there is no vehicle stopping, which is good. That's really good. Any vehicles now? Yeah, we got our first few vehicles now on the way. Which is really, you know, really good as well. And it also makes, like, if they these guys over here just want to export goods via the region, they can just drive straight out. Now I know it's 32. I could borderline then start thinking about making sure that this is the right one as well. Okay. Now you don't want to. Where's that gone? Huh? Guys? Where's that now gone? I pressed X on it and now it's gone. Get out of here, boy. But yeah, when I build this, I can then extend that going all the way up to there and keep it the same so I can make all the bends straight. Do you know how, you know, hard and difficult it is to make all these bends and stuff like that with how the road is all separated? Oh, it was a right nightmare. It was a right nightmare right now. But anyway, all good. Vehicles are entering the region. So pretty cool to see where they're going to be, majority of them heading straight on anyway. You might get the odd one or two that do turn. But we are still yet to see any vehicles exit via that way. So that'll be interesting when we start seeing vehicles exit that way. That's if they do. We never know. But there's a lot of traffic. So, oh my goodness me, there is a lot of traffic actually coming from that way. I didn't realize we had such a demand for vehicles to enter the region. Which I'm hoping with the amount of vehicles entering that region slows down vehicles entering in other areas. Probably not. Probably not. We still don't have the power over here, guys. Come on, you're so close. I'm going to throw a couple of parks in. To kind of speed you up. Right, what should I throw down? Right, we'll get like a little park with trees. No, that's way too big. The smaller one. Squeeze that in just here. Oh, snap. It moved at the very end. So it just touches the edge of those two buildings there. Which is pretty good. And we'll throw in... Let's see. A baseball field, or is that way too big? It could be way too big, but at the same time, it could be pretty cool to get a nice little baseball field in this area. So I'll drop that in there. Now, what's hilarious is it's a baseball field, but it's a snowy city. So there's snow on the baseball field. I wonder if they'll still go on there and play in there. That'd be interesting, but I find that hilarious that I've just placed that down. I really do. And what else? What else? I could get like, oh, some restaurant plazas. Now, how small are those? They would be, oh, that would be so ideal. Right, if I drop that there, right, and then use the move it tool to kind of slightly push it over. And it looks like it's kind of semi-floating, doesn't it? Yeah, but not very much I can do about that. Well, it's a restaurant plaza. You got like a couple of tables and chairs that you can chill out on. So that'd be quite cool to have that there as they pass through. We have no water over on this side. So let me push this up there. Push that up in that direction. There we go. And these are still waiting. Still waiting. For the residential to build in. So I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and then just kind of get it all connected. Let me go back with the parks. Anyway, and we'll go for the large playground. And I'll place this kind of semi-under that area. Still doesn't push it over, but I'm trying to kind of like kill off some of that dead space that we're going to have around it. Which should be quite handy there. And, ooh. Okay, when that building builds, I wonder where the electricity grid will end. Or what I could do is actually just fill up this little section here with some low density commercial, as it might be a nice little shopping area with where our baseball park is. You might get a few people walking to and from past this little section, so it would be kind of beneficial to have said commercial area in. We do have the commercial demand, so there we go. Starting to build. Got the power. I didn't want to drop a power line down because I eventually have to delete it in the future if I remember to, and then I'll kind of forget, and then it's just there. Right. Oh, so it was 100 at the start. Now up to 200. These boats are coming in thick and fast. Line details, but I still need more boats on this then. So we'll put it to its maximum 7. That would be a big help. That would be a big help there. And do we have now vehicles heading out of this area? Yes, vehicles are now starting to head straight out. So that's pretty cool as well. Wow, there's quite a lot of vehicles using this now, isn't there? So I've got to get this side of the highway here. These two highways pushing up will eventually connect as one. And then they will actually, if I can get the angle just right to show you, they will come up to here. I'll kind of, when I reclaim all these little islands, they'll cross over there and exit over on this side. You can see where our train tracks are over here as well. Yeah, they'll exit over there out of the region. That's how it will kind of exit on that side there. So then you start having traffic coming from this direction. Even that there, all connected up and over, which would be pretty cool to see. But for now, I think we've done a pretty good job. A design, a whole setup, a layout that I was not freaking expecting has turned out to be pretty decent. Got some death going on right now in this area, which ain't too good. But we do have the services buildings. Well, they've only just got set up, so give them time to be functional. And for this area to slowly build up as well. Now, do you notice how slow this area built up? Because we don't really have the demand. Not saying that I need to enable super demand mod, but come on. That was like, pulling teeth then, trying to get this area up and running. It really, really, really was. But that's okay. Still got tons of stuff that we need to get set up. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about the industries and what we should focus on next. And until next episode, I'll see you all soon. So, good.